Hey guys, and welcome to the patch notes for the 26th of April 2018 patch. So, there's a few new things in these patch notes. The biggest is the Imperial Auction House Manager and a brand new event. Apart from that, there's not too many other major changes in this patch. Of course, that could be because we just had a massive server migration, but it's more likely that just Perlibis is trying to identify current problems with the Renown system and trying to fix them, and it's only the first week since the ill-fated attempt to introduce it to the game. So, the Spring Coronet event is on. It will last until the 16th of May before the maintenance, and during the event period, you can defeat monsters, gather, and fish to get event Fresh Peach Flower Petal and event Vibrant Peach Flower Branch. So, you can also obtain one flower petal every hour through the challenges, and you can combine the items to make two types of droughts. They're just kind of like little buff things, not a super amazing event. You can feel free to ignore it. The new challenges that were available for new adventures have now ended. The Griffin's Helmet Boost event has ended. Ellie's Mystical Lake Festival has ended, which means no more koi, sadly enough. The Sharp and Hard Black Crystal Shard event gathering drop rate has ended. And you can now sell any steep seals or meadow trails that you still have to NPC shops. So, the big thing this week is Imperial Auction House NPCs have been added to each city. So, there's one in Velia, Heidel, Caltheon, Altanova, Valencia, and Grana, so the major city for each region. At the Imperial Auction House, special rare items will be up for the bid. When the auction house opens up, there will be a system message, and the Imperial Auction House NPCs will start accepting bids. When the auction is underway, you'll be able to see the current bid, and while it's still open, any adventurer can place a higher bid, and the current bid value will change accordingly. If a higher bid is placed a minute before the bidding was to end, bidding will be extended for an additional minute, so don't think you can just try to snipe an item with a last second bid. During that extra minute, if an even higher bid is placed, then the bidding will be extended for another minute, so same thing. When the auction closes and you have the winning bid, the money you pledged for the bid will be consumed and you can receive your new item from the My Bid list. If you lost the bid, you'll get back the money you pledged for your bid from My Bid list as well. So, it'll start on the following schedule. The first one will start on Thursday the 26th at 3 o'clock UTC PM, or 5 o'clock Coastal Eastern Standard Time. And in North America, it'll start on the 27th, exactly at midnight UTC, or on the 26th at 5 o'clock, I want to say that's Pacific time, like that. So those are the start times for EU and NA. So, items have been added for the Imperial Auction House. Zarka, Karanda, Nuver, Ancient Gudum, Moraka, and Tukar Layton Summon Scrolls for the guild. And talk to Imperial Auction House NPCs in capital cities to place your bid. You can simultaneously bid for all items that are currently up for auction, and the auction continues for 10 days. If you knew a high bid is placed 1 minute for the bid, so blah blah blah. If the server becomes unavailable due to emergency maintenance or for other reasons, the bidding time will be extended accordingly. Titles for Renown Score have been edited to better depict the original development intentions. So these are the new titles. Score criteria for Great One, Formula Legend, has been simplified, as well as a few other changes and buffs to various PvP things. No major buffs to PvP systems, though, or nerfs. The guild bonus system has been adjusted, so this is a pretty big one right here. Guild bonus can now be given out from 1 to 4 dividend levels to 1 to 10 dividend levels. So they are set by the Guildmaster only. They can be set to be distributed by checking either all or individual option buttons, and you can check the all button to set the dividend level en masse. All members who are checked as all will be applied to the same dividend level you set. Check the individual option button to set the dividend level individually. The Guildmaster can decide on which members will be checked as all and which members will be checked as individual in the same pool of guild members to receive the guild bonus. However, guild bonus range at max 40% of the entire guild fund will remain the same. So if you have 1 billion silver, you can only give out 400 million in bonuses. So the formula is as follows. There's the base bonus amount is equal to the guild bonus amount set by the Guildmaster divided by the total dividend level of each guild member. The actual receipt amount is equal to the base bonus amount times your set dividend level. So what this means is if you got like 10 members, so their example here is if the Guildmaster sets the guild bonus to be distributed as 1 million silver and the total guild members' dividend levels is 20, That's calculated first. Next, the base bonus would be calculated as 50,000 silvers, which comes from 1,000,000 divided by 20, total level of guild members, so the total dividend levels. And then the base bonus multiplied by the level of guild members respectively would decide on the final amount. So a level 10 guild member would receive 10 times the base level, whereas a regular guild member would only receive a single dividend. So that is how the new guild bonus system is set up. This means you can reward your players that participate more often or provide much more value to the guild, more than players that do show up but don't really do anything. Apart from that, there's honestly not too many other big changes this week. The new mount transport system has been added, which is very convenient, but it's not a huge, giant change to the game. Yeah, really, that's about it. The Renown system, they're still tweaking it, but I mean, they still have the same problem here. They didn't really change the actual problem, which is that lower gear score levels are still getting really low amounts, and higher gear score levels are getting much higher amounts. All they did was make it, instead of +5 at each point above the 470 Renown score, you're only getting +4 now, which does result in a lot less at higher levels, but you're still at +94 at 610 compared to +10 at 460. So, I mean, it is still a pretty big change. They've also taken out a few tiers, which is nice to see. So 610 and above is, hopefully, they put the max tier around 530, 540, which is achievable by most players, or that will be the max tier for +4, and then it would go to like +1 or +2 or something. That would be the ideal, but for now, they're iterating upon it. We are probably going to see more changes in upcoming patches. From 610 and above, every +7 bonus increase in the round score would mean a +4 increase in damage reduction bonus, which I mean is exactly what they were doing, so I'm not sure why they don't just talk about it right here. Who knows? PvP damage inflicted by each class has been adjusted as below. So just like last patch, they've adjusted it again. Balance changes come in next week's maintenance. The base damage of air attacks will see a decrease. As air attack is difficult to activate compared to down attack or back attack, the increase in damage was greater, but this made ways for specific classes to have a higher advantage, and thus will reflect all things considered and make the necessary decrease. Due to the changes in crowd control skills, the base damage of a grapple skill will also increase. Compared to other crowd control skills where the damage and crowd control effect is applied altogether upon activation, most grapple skills inflict lower damage, thus we'll see an increase. Weirdly though, because air attack, they specifically talk about various classes being able to take advantage of having more air attacks, but then the grapple skill, which a lot of classes don't even have any grapple skills, is seeing a buff, so I mean, kind of weird. Finally, freezing, the crowd control method for freezing will also change. Currently when it's applied, the crowd control event count is not being applied properly, so it will be changed to be counted the same way as other crowd control skills. And then just more realistic physics has been applied to all characters' capes and skirt stresses is the final real big change for the patch. So for sure the big change for this patch are the new event, the new bidding system, the new guild funds, and the fact that they're iterating upon the Renown system. The mount change, well, not mount change, but the mount transport system is nice. Not a huge change though, not as big as the other changes. So a smaller patch, but hopefully we'll see some bigger patches, especially for PvP balancing, coming up in the next few weeks. These are the patch notes for the 26th of April 2018. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you like it, and have a good one.